Guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for telling friends. And thank you for sharing the link. I'm grateful to the returning subscribers and the new subscribers. Today I'm going to be making a potato spiral snack. I call it spiral because you see how I come up with a spiral bit. And the simple ingredients that you have at home or you normally have with you at home that will help you make the potato spiral snacks. Now join me and let's see what will help us get those snacks on our table. We are going to use mashed potatoes. If you have them left over, don't throw them away and don't just eat them the same old way. You can always flip them up. I'm going to use mashed potatoes, some breadcrumbs. For those of you who don't have breadcrumbs and probably are wondering how I got them, if you don't go to the supermarket and buy them, but have bread at home, check out my video on how to make breadcrumbs at home, and then you'll be able to make them and use them as and when you need them. Now these ones were homemade, that is why I still have some with me. Once you've made them, you can keep them in the fridge in a tight container, and they should last for us and when you need them. I've also got some oatmeal, some eggs, 2 eggs. I've got some ginger, coriander and salt, a bowl for my eggs and some cornstarch that will help bond our mixtures. Now let's get started. This is what I'll need to make the spirals of my potatoes, and a whisker for the eggs. This one will be for scooping out, and this spatula, the black one, will be for frying, and this one will help me to get that whatever is stuck on the edges. Now let's get started. I'll put first of all my mashed potatoes. These are just mashed potatoes with no salt, nothing. And I'm going to add my spices in there. This is ginger, coriander and salt. These will add some spice to our spiral potato snacks. And I'm also going to add my cornstarch. I will use 1/4 cup, so that means I'm not going to use all of this. And then I mix. You mix and make sure that the ingredients that you've put in there have spread well and the mixture is not sticking to the bowl. If you see it sticking so much on your hands, you know that you've still got some work to do. But if it is not sticking, then it is ready. So for the cornstarch, I'm going to be putting bit by bit until I get the desired consistency. I like the smell of ginger. These ones will have ginger in there. Guys, if you can remember, I've made several videos on potatoes, how you can always have your potatoes different from the known way. My friends in Uganda, those in Kenya, where we normally stick to the way things have always been done. I'm hoping you love the twists to our potatoes this time round. And if you've tried them at home and they came out nice, please drop a comment. Let me know how it went with you making them. And together we can grow. Now guys, I've finished with my mixture. Now time for me to break up my eggs. I'm going to use 2 eggs. Simply because my servings are more. So if your servings are few, go ahead and use 1 egg. It will give you the exact thing you need. I'm going to add oatmeal. You can use parsley. I'm using oatmeal because it's what I have. And then I'll whisk this. Now this mixture is the one I'm going to use to dip my potato mixture. Now once this is mixed well, you set it on the side and start scooping and sizing up your snacks. I'll go circular today, so I'll bring back my bowl and then get a tray that is fresh. This is where I'm going to sit the ones that are finished. I'll size still with a tablespoon. You can go half a tablespoon and then just do any size and shape that you want. I'm going to go this shape because these will be easy for my family to take down today. So this is what I'm working with. I'll first of all scoop out all the potatoes so that when I'm done, or when I start dipping, it's dipping and frying, because I don't want the eggs to sit and then stay on the tray. So what I'm doing now is trying to get the size of what I want, and then I'll just start dipping and frying at the same time. So when we are done here, guys, make sure your oil is ready so that whatever you take out of the dippings, you just fry right away. Now I'm just getting a shape, as you can see. Nothing complicated. You can go any shape, with a circle or have them as sticks. Any shape really is okay. Whatever makes you happy is what you go with. If you find that your mixture is sticking to your hands, go ahead and use some bit of oil. It will keep your hands dry and still be able to give you that nice shape that we are working with. It is not easy to work with potatoes because they are soft, but once you learn your way around, it's easy to work with potatoes and do these different things with them. Now all these are enjoyed by my house because once we have potatoes and we have them left over and no one wants to have them again, I get ideas on what else we can do with them, and today I decided we share these as well, so you also can make and take advantage of your leftover potatoes. Guys, my spiral potatoes are done. I'll get this and put it in the egg mixture. I'll put 2 at a time and then run them over the eggs and the oatmeal, and then after that I'll dip them in the breadcrumbs, as you're going to see. I'm dipping in the breadcrumbs to make them have that crust that is irresistible, and then I'll take it out and put it on this thing that will give it the spiral shape. This is normally what I use to strain the oil out, but this time round I'm using it to give me the spirals that I want on my potato snacks. You can let the breadcrumbs run over and then just sit it in the rack and then press to a point where you can get the shape but not to break them, and then you take out and you have the desired spiral shape. Now I'll do this to all my mixture, my potatoes. There's not much of the oatmeal seen, but I know the aroma will have sneaked and somehow gotten to my potatoes. To all my potatoes. Now I'm just giving them that spiral look because it will look good when I'm serving. It's always good to serve appetizing food. Once you can feast with your eyes, trust me, the final bit is just inevitable of eating. But you need to get it first tasted with your eyes. Once it looks good, trust me, it will taste good as well. So I'm doing this to all my potatoes. I'm pressing them onto this draining thing and it will give me the spirals that I want. As you can see, now I'm doing this to all of them. I'm going to try and put more of the oatmeal in there because it will look good with the final product. If you don't have breadcrumbs but you have bread in your house, look up my video in the archives. You'll be able to see how I made the breadcrumbs and then use them as and when you see there's a video that has come up of that requires breadcrumbs. I keep them in my fridge and I can always use them anytime simply because I've got them stored. Now I'm done making my spiral potatoes and time for me to fry. My oil has been heating. It should be ready for them now and I'm just going to dip them in and fry. Once I see a desired color, I should be taking them out and plating. Now I'm just frying for now. These should be delicious, guys. Do not hesitate to try them at home. As you can see, I've used just a few ingredients and I'm going to have myself a whole new menu altogether. You can put as many as your pan can handle, and once you see the color starting to change, remember this is mashed potatoes. It does not need extra cooking, so when we put them in, it's just to brown. They are already ready, and our breadcrumbs too. So I'm going to be flipping and taking out. As you can see, they are ready. They don't take long. In about 2 minutes, you should be able to get your potatoes ready to serve. So whoever was coming up with excuses of I can't, well, it's not an excuse anymore. It's easy and you can have these in no time. See that brown color? This is a clear sign my mixture is ready and time for me to take them out. Once you see that brown, and the heat I'm using is low heat, and we're just looking for the browning. Once they've browned, they are good to go. These have no age limit, guys. They will be enjoyed by adults. They will be enjoyed by you, by your children, visiting people. I'll just turn them until I get that brown color that is even for all of them, and that's it. Remember, the heat has got to be right, because if it is not, it will be ready on the outside, but the cornstarch that we added will not be ready. So you have to regulate your heat accordingly. Oh guys, these are lovely. Can't wait to dig in and just enjoy. When you plate them, say like there's an event, the reason why they'll get finished quickly is because they won't know what they are. They'll think all kinds of things about them until they try, and would be like, give me the recipe, please. Please, I need to know how you did this. And yet it's just potatoes. Guys, do you see the spirals in there that we were able to make using our strainer? They are right there, and once they cool, you'll be able to see them clearer. But these are not only potato spirals, they are delicious, guys. And the ginger in there will give it a whole new twist. They won't know what hit them until they are done eating. So go ahead and try them. You'll love them, and just have fun sharing the recipe and showing off if that's what it takes. If you're not willing to share, these are some of those things you can make. Say like you're having a reunion, a family get together, and everyone was assigned to bring something. If you brought these, no one would know what exactly you brought, but they will be the first ones to get finished, because they will be tasty and unique. Guys, here what I'm looking for is that even golden color, like you see here. So I'll take these out, drain them of all oil. You will love these, guys. See the spirals? Now that's what I'm talking about. They won't know it's potatoes until you tell them I made them this way. They'll have eaten many before they actually know what you're working with. These with my kids, when they don't want to eat potatoes, these ones always confuse them when I put them. But now not as much as before, but they used to confuse them a lot. So I'm hoping you also try making them at home and enjoy presenting them and serving them out. And as you saw, it wasn't very hard and it was quick. All you do is, if you have leftover mash, you just go ahead and do this and enjoy yourself, whether it's breakfast or an evening snack or on the at a party. They would still do their thing. Now I'm going to be serving them like this. I'm going to show you how I plate. Guys, I hope you see my spiral potatoes. They are delicious. I'm telling you, try making them at home. See how they fare. I mean, if they don't, if no one says anything good, drop a line and let me know. Then they have no taste. They don't have a taste for good things. These are something else. They are crispy yet soft on the inside. See my spirals that I talked about? Well, thank you so much for watching. I'll just show you one by breaking it up and showing you how it looks on the inside. Now, inside is dry. There's nothing like oil, and yet it's crispy on the outside. You can go ahead and dip it in anything, but because of the ginger, I love this with a cup of tea, with a glass of juice, a glass of milk, or a drink of soda. That would be very nice. Until next time. Thank you so much for watching, for subscribing, for telling friends. Bye bye and God bless.